It's Halloween 2017 and welcome to our annual visit to Alton Towers Scarefest. It's the 10th Scarefest here at Alton Towers this year and I can't wait to give you our reviews, our reviews on all the different scare attractions here. We've got 6 different attractions here at Scarefest 2017, including returning What Lies Within, Terror of the Towers, so we're going to check that one out. Of course, the Oldville Mine Tours, the legend of the Skin Snatchers. We've also got Subspecies, the End Games, a brand new scare attraction, The Welcoming. You've also got the returning House of Monsters and also the Freak Show Scare Zone as well. Today we'll share our reviews on all the different attractions and show you footage from the event as well. You might all be thinking, it's Scarefest, who's here today? You've got the one, the only, the Pumpkin's here. Charlotte! Pumpkin Charlotte, how are you?
I'm fine.
Dressed up there as well for the occasion. I don't know what am I? I bought this from B&M Bargains. I'm a groom apparently, so I'm getting married to a pumpkin. You got Mickey Mouse over here.
Hi mate, my name's Merlin.
Merlin?
Merlin, mate.
What, Merlin Mouse. Oh, okay, I've got Merlin Mouse over there.
Yeah, I'm making cutbacks to my magic wand. Your clothes. Your clothes.
Merlin Mouse. Oh, he's got his horn as well. We've got Leo over here who's still coughing away.
I'm still coughing, but I am possessed. I'm very excited.
You're very excited for some maze action.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait. Jamie's there as well.
Yes.
Right, Jamie?
Just like Nemesis Subterror, I'm going to make your cough disappear.
Hey, it's Mark. Oh, how you doing? Yes. Oh, it's nice, that is. That feels good. How you doing? Not too bad. Yeah, good, thanks. Chris Franklin's here. How are you?
Made it, yeah.
You ready for some Halloween fun?
Other than last night, yeah.
Yeah, you went to Extreme Screen Park, didn't you, last night?
Good.
Hi, boo boo. Hi, boo boo.
What's he doing? We need to get a doctor.
Is there like a scarecrow just there?
There's a mark there, yeah.
The medical centre's just there.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah. They go bush like that with a stamp on your face. At one
Bush.
point.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
Chris had some bush on his face. Okay, well, yeah, it's going to be a really good day. You got Harry Turnstiles here as well. Hello. Hiya, Harry. How are you? Yeah, it's going to be a good day. Lots of different people you're going to see throughout the day and throughout the vlog. And yeah, it's going to be a good day here at Alton Towers Scarefest. We've literally just watched the Alton Ancestors, which is the big show up on the entrance to Towers Street. And I must say, it's really, really good this year. Some good soundtracks. And you've also got a bit of music in there from The Purge, like the Purge announcement as well. So I'll show you some shots of that. Here it is. It's back, here he is.
Yeah.
Desperado. Desperado was in that, wasn't it?
Oh, no.
Here's some shots of the Alton Ancestors in action.
Oh, he's so diabolical. Here he is, Chris Franklin, everybody! Living the dream.
I'm loving the music for this year, apart from Despacito. What's she doing now?
She's like,
Had a ride on Rita. What do you think of the Ancestors this year anyway?
I love them.
I know what song you liked in there.
Yes,
Yeah, that's enough of that. It was a good song choice, wasn't it?
yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I liked it as well. I mean, it just needs to be turned up a little bit. The audio was quite quiet. I know it's on Towers Street and they have quite a lot of audio issues with locals and stuff and noise complaints, but it just needs to be a little bit louder. If not, a couple more speakers in a few different places, just so you can hear it when you're standing in the middle. But yeah, really good. I did enjoy that. How was it, Lee? Do you like the Ancestors this year? Do you like the Ancestors this year?
Yes, it was very good.
It was very good. Where's your costume, Lee? Come on.
Here.
You're letting us down. Smile at this coat, to be fair. Did you buy it in 2013?
Yeah.
Look at that. It's doing quite well. The 50 quid jacket.
let me show you mine Halloween costume.
Oh, here we go. It's coming out. Hey, it's my number 2
Scary.
roller coaster, Shambhala.
Scary.
Not number 1 though now, Lee. Number 2 for me. Number 2.
No.
Oh, what's going on down here?
Closed.
Ride's closed. We're on 13. We just had a good ride on Rita, actually. It's rare to say that, a good ride on Rita. Waited about 20 minutes, and to be honest, we were on the purple train, and it was quite smooth, it wasn't too bad. So we're having a bit of an intervene session, starting off in the dark forest, with it being Halloween and all that, starting off down here, and we're going on 13.
And then I'm going to collect some maze tickets
Maze
as well.
tickets, yeah, we're doing the maze this afternoon. We did them the other night on the previews, and without going too much into the reviews yet until we've done them today, we weren't too keen this year, but we'll go into that later on, and hopefully, it was a preview. It was the first time that the staff have got their chance of going in there and practicing, so hopefully, they're going to be a lot better today. We can hope so anyway, all these different attractions to get on. It's going to be good, can't wait.
Tell you what we need.
Go on.
We need a good dark ride on this tonight.
Yeah, we do, yeah. This is definitely the best ride in the dark on this park.
Yeah.
That was a lot of rhyming, that was. Definitely the best ride in the park in the dark. 13.
You sound like Mark Forrest right now.
I know, yeah, Mark Forrest, hello there. Mark.
We've got about half an hour queue, I think.
We've got some pink generators this year as well. I mean, look at the placement for that. It could have been a little bit further to the left, so we could still see the theming. Quality sound effects. To be honest, though, Chris, they're a bit quieter this year.
Oh, no.
They're not as bad.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, hey, over the fence, over the fence. Oh, beating him up. But yeah, I enjoyed the Ancestors. It's always good fun. They've been here for a few years now. It just starts off that Scarefest mood when you're coming into the park.
Oh, how rude, how rude.
Hang on a minute. Whoa. Where's Mickey Mouse gone? Merlin Mouse, sorry. Oh, is that...
I'm here, mate. I'm sorry I'm a bit late. I was just taking some calls this morning. That's why I'm.
But you were dressed up as Mickey.
What?
Oh, it wasn't you. Or were we pretending it wasn't you?
What are you on about?
Maybe I'm getting a bit crazy. I don't know.
Hex has got a queue.
Hex has got a queue. You joking? What? It's not back to here.
Yeah.
You are joking.
No.
That is not the queue for Hex, surely. Is it actually? Oh my God. Hex has got a queue.
A tree and change.
A tree, a vault sealed for how many centuries?
2 centuries.
And a season.
Yeah.
Forget that bit.
Prowls very carefully raked out to dismantle all the brickwork and masonry after taking a number of photographs.
Of all the Earls, it is the wealthy and powerful 15th Earl, Charles Talbot, who has perhaps the strangest tale to tell. Indeed, it was our investigations of his story that led us to a remarkable chain of discoveries, changing a routine restoration project into something much more strange and compelling, the unearthing and unraveling of a quite remarkable local legend. Please would you now move through to witness the story of Hex, the legend of the Towers.
So we've just come off Hex. I really do enjoy that dark ride. Great to get back on it this year. Obviously last Scarefest it was closed for the Towers Loving Care programme, so obviously it was good to get back on that this year during Scarefest. Not like it's any different in there. A few years ago I remember they did Hex Live and had a few actors in there just on a few of the peak nights, and it really added to it. So hopefully going forward that's something what Alton Towers can look at doing. How was your ride on Hex, guys?
It was very fabulous.
Oh no, not these dabs. He's still doing it. How was it, Pumpkin?
Lee was pulling faces at me in there.
She got all scared and became a pumpkin juice.
Pumpkin juice. It doesn't look new, this costume.
Oh no, I bought it from eBay. $7.99.
$7.99 on eBay. There you go, smiley face down the front. Oh, where are we going? We're going down this way, are we? I don't know where he's gone. Mickey? Where's Mickey? Where's Mickey gone?
He wants to be famous.
Oh, you want to be in the vlog? Really? You enjoy watching the channel?
I'm going to go subscribe now.
Hey, I love it. Go for it. Theme Park Worldwide. Check it out. Have a good day, mate. Bless him. But yeah, we've seen lots of people who recognise here today. It's a good thing with Scarefest. Everybody comes down, all the enthusiasts, and come and check out the event. Gonna get some lunch now here at Scarefest. This hat's not very good, is it? So we're just on our way down to Forbidden Valley and for a ride on Nemesis, and we've just come past the HB stand, and look who we've got here. It's not Harry Turnstiles, it's Alex! Look at it, that is crazy, isn't it? The fact
Love child.
That is crazy.
Our son's working hard on it.
Look at the resemblance, look at that.
Our son's done a good job, and we're proud of him, aren't we, Harry?
We are.
Look at that. That's brilliant.
Son, tea's ready.
We're having a good time then so far at Alton Towers Scarefest. Only done a few rides. We did Dark Forest, we did Hex. Now we're going on Nemesis, and then we're going to make our way over for our 3 o'clock slots, ready for some Scare Maze action. Lots of reviews to come from all the different scare attractions here at Scarefest this year. We'll have a ride on Nemi, and of course we'll come back down here later on tonight, show you plenty of night ride footage. You ready for Nemi, Chris?
Yeah.
Simple the Beast is 1994. You joking? Has he got a queue as well? Oh my god. Oh, it's not too bad.
You're ready to be on the tour train, I can tell you that, sir.
20 minutes, 25 minutes.
It says 15 on the app.
Let's have a go. Na, 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 na. Chris is excited. Are you ready for some scares?
Yeah, it should be good.
Not long to go.
But the scares aren't on this.
I know, yeah. And then later on I'll show you some footage of the Scare Zone. Only the one Scare Zone this year was the Freak Show. And like I said, we did the previews the other night, and to be honest, I really liked all the new stuff what they've got in there. There's a few bits that you'll recognise, A, from the Flume station, and B, from Carnival of Screams from a few years ago.
I remember that. I got bullied in there on Thursday night.
What, in the Freak Show?
I went through on my own, right? And all 3 times. The first time said that you own me. Second time they're like back for more. The next time the guy was like proper on me about being on my own. I was like,
I really like the Freak Show, so like I say, I will get some footage of us all in there. You never know, you might get picked on later on.
oh, I probably will.
Bring it on. Right, so we're out of Nemi and we'll see you over the mazes.
When
Ready
you
for
stop
some
clowning
Scare Maze
around.
action.
Wait.
Can't wait. Stop clowning around.
Yeah.
Whee. Simply the Beast, let's go.
Boom.
So the weather's took a bit of a turn for the worse here at Alton Towers Scarefest. It started off really nice this morning, hence why I was in costume. And we've just come out of the maze. We've done the 3 different mazes. We started off by doing Subspecies. We then went through Terror of the Towers, What Lies Within, and then we ended with the Altonville Man Tours, the Legend of the Skin Snatchers. Just on those 3 attractions, and like I say, we've still got the others to come. Oh wow, we've still got the others to come later on this evening, including the Welcoming. We'll go through the Freak Show Scare Zone. I'll also share a review from the House of Monsters as well, and what we think to that this year. But yeah, let's talk about them in order then. Talk about Subspecies. So it's the 3rd year of of Subspecies The End Games here at Scarefest. What have we got in there this year? Wow, in my opinion, I think it's the weakest year of Subspecies. Lee's dying in the background, you can hear him. He needs to go to hospital, I told him. You can hear, like, it just coughing all the time. Holy.
I'm just getting in the mood for Scarefest.
Yeah. At least it kind of fits with the feel. Yeah, so Subspecies, in my opinion, out of the 3 years, that is the weakest year. I mean, it was better today than it was on the preview night, don't get me wrong, but there was a lack of actors. In fact, there wasn't actually any of the alien masks inside all the lower scenes. I'll just point out now, there is spoilers from this point in, if you didn't guess already. Spoilers if you are coming to do the mazes. But yeah, there was no masks in that section. However, what I do like, what they've done now, is it's got two sort of, well, not endings, because it's all leads to the chainsaw finale, but before you get to that, you've got two other sections, so you can either go left, and you've got the crawl section, which was the same as last year, basically, or you can go right, and you've got like all the old ventilation shafts, what used to be in the boiler house, and it takes you all through there, which I thought was good. Overall, in my opinion, out of the 3 mazes, this year is the weakest one out of those 3 in the towers. Don't know what Chris thought.
Well,
go on.
Pete Cliff, you did the best year.
Pete Cliff was the old entertainment's creative guy, and he did a great job, didn't he?
The first year was amazing.
Last
year it was still good, still very good last year. And then this year, to be honest, I came out and I walked out like it was nothing. Both times I've not had any sort of interaction from the chainsaw.
Yeah, the chainsaw guy's nowhere near as good as he this time. Are we still waiting on Alex, are we? Is he coming?
But, don't get me wrong, in Subspecies he's got potential to be incredible still. But
I got no scares in there at all, to be honest. It's a shame, really.
I even got pulled through the door and there's no... He used to be quite sort of forceful with it. It used to be good, like really quite intensive, but it's not now. It's too toned back.
Hopefully it'll improve over the Feedback Worldwide on YouTube. Hopefully it'll improve throughout the event.
Can I say now, Mine Tours, best maze here.
It is.
Terror of the Towers, best cast.
Yeah, I agree with that. Some good experienced staff in there. How was it, Lenley? How have your runs been through all the different attractions? But mainly Subspecies first.
Well.
He does not sound well.
They were very good. I enjoyed them. Very dark, very spooky, very scary.
Another in-depth review here from Lee.
Yes, of course.
Do you not think it lacked a little low?
They've been better.
They have been better. Yeah, definitely the weakest year for the Scare Maze in the Towers this year.
Check yourself out Fright Nights.
Yeah, Fright Nights. Well, that's the next vlog on the channel from Thorpe. What was it?
Very good.
This is not very... Look at it. I am actually really concerned about Lee's health at the moment.
I'm concerned that Alex has made another purchase.
What's he bought now? Yeah. What's this? The ultimate. That's the Lightwater Valley, isn't it?
You me?
Oh my God. That's yeah. What are your thoughts then on the mazes? Go on.
Okay, so Subspecies, I enjoyed. It was a lot better.
Are we all here now? Are we?
It was a lot better than last year. Still didn't blow me as much away as much as the first years when I was here. Skin Snatcher, that ending was fantastic, much better. Really good run through the maze. Terror of the Towers wins for me, hands down this year.
Good cast in there.
Good
really
cast,
good cast.
Good layout. Just everything worked beautifully, and I really can't complain. I think. Yeah, top takes it.
Yeah, with Terror of the Towers, it's the same layout that it's been really for the past 9 years, give or take, the same scenes, the same sort of audio, with a few changes. I mean, you've got like the kitchen scene, which was good, don't get me wrong, before, but now it feels like you're walking around it a lot more, and you've got like, just a lot more going on in there.
Deeper into it.
Yeah.
Biggest criticism I would talk at the moment is the audio mix.
Yes.
Dire.
In the chapel.
Yeah. You can hear, well, at one point you've got the bit building up to the finale, the build up to the finale, and the previous scene all merged into one, and it's sort of...
Yeah, I agree with you on that. You can hear it, can't you? You can also see, this is me being a little bit too critical now, you can see the strobes coming through from that end finale there as well. But it kind of works in the chapel room where there's strobes anyway, but just in that corridor when you're walking up and you've got like the monks at either side. Before, on the old route of Toss, it used to be quite sort of, oh my God, quite eerie. Yeah, we got changed, too wet for you now, too wet. People have enjoyed the costumes today. But yeah, obviously let's move it on then from Terror of the Towers. It's pretty much the same, apart from its new entrance out the front, which yeah, I think it works better. The entrance now is on this side, and you'll go in that way, and at night it looks awesome as well, as we saw in the preview, so I'll show you some shots of that all lit up on the front of the towers later on. But yeah, Skin Snatchers. You know, again for me, best maze this year. I really enjoyed Skin Snatchers. I think when all the smoke's in there, the acting quality's on form. It was just a really good maze. And this year they've improved the ending. Instead of it just being some like stacks of rocks, wasn't it really on the end? This year you've now got all different, like you got like a gun at the end, like all Wild West style gun scene. It was good. I enjoyed that in there. It just needs a little bit more. It's like an air cannon underneath, but another big scare there would have been good in my opinion.
I was going to say, I thought that was the build-up to the finale rather than the actual finale.
Yeah, it's better than it was.
And
but
yeah, it was good.
Donuts. I could eat some donuts. How were they then, Charlotte? How were they?
Yeah, I really enjoyed them, and I managed to do a little bit of something.
Just a little bit, yeah.
I can't crawl in this costume.
And you're still the pumpkin. You're the last man standing, well, woman standing, wearing the costume. Yeah. What was your favourite maze out of the three?
Then again, I enjoyed Skin Snatchers because there was so much smoke.
Plenty of fog, wasn't there? Yeah, it was good, and the ending was better.
Yeah.
Overall, thoughts, not bad. I wouldn't say I'm running out of this event thinking, yeah, brilliant.
Amazing, good fun.
We've still got the welcoming to do tonight. Do you guys enjoy it as well?
Yeah, very good.
Awesome.
One thing I will say,
go on.
I'll agree in not running out to do it. It's worth visiting. Would I rush back? Probably not this year.
No.
Hopefully next year.
But we've still got the new maze for this year to do today. We did it on the previews. It's the welcoming, and we've got that coming up later on tonight. The welcoming, which is located in the Mutiny Bay Courtyard, and it's based around the theme for Secret Weapon 8 next year. So.
I feel like I see smoke rising in the distance.
Oh.
I feel like I hear clowns screaming and shouting honky horn.
That'll be the Freak Show Scare Zone, that will. Yeah, big build. What time are we on now?
It's 10 minutes to open.
Oh, well, we may as well go and have a look at the Freak Show then. 10 minutes to go. But yeah, it was good. I enjoyed the mazes. Like I said, you know, I agree with Chris on this. I'm not running like thinking, oh my God, I want to go random again. But we've got the welcoming still to do tonight, and I really love this year what they've done with the Freak Show. Let's go and have a look. Here we go, it's 5:30 and the start of the Freak Show Scare Zone. Located in the same place as last year, in between X Sector and also Adventureland. If you don't want to go through the Scare Zone, you have got the option to go down the footpath at the side just there, which takes you around the back and brings you out just behind the arcade. We've just got these barriers here now, and these will move in a second, and we'll make our way into the Freak Show.
Let's make close up. This is what they came to see. There they come, freaks. There they come. Come and stare at us. Are we the freaks? Are you the freaks? It's hard to tell these days.
Yeah, I love this. Busy when it's just over. Look at the crowds pouring in. Obviously with the Scare Zones you don't need to queue up. You just walk through at your own pace.
I don't being wrong. I'm not wrong. You're wrong.
I'm wrong.
You're right.
I'm right.
You're
I'm
wrong.
right. Yeah.
Right,
Not wrong.
Everybody's right. Nobody's wrong.
Hey. Hello. People all right. Hey, so you got a few new scenery items in here this year. This is all from last year. You got a few new bits down this side that you might recognise. Love this.
Look.
The bearded lady returns for this year as well.
Very good.
I like how they put these on the side as well, just give it a bit of colour. I love it in here, it's so good, isn't
I
it?
stand in here all night, I'd be happy. The tech and everything's just beautiful.
All the moving heads around the side. It looks great both in the daytime and at night, of course. We'll come in later on and see it in the dark. The strong man. recognise this from the Carnival of Screams, one of the past scare mazes that ran for quite a few years here at Scarefest. It's been painted up a little bit though. This was red before. Also this over here, this set piece here, is a combination of the Flume. Of course this was tapped from the Flume. And they've got this here, which was Zoltar, again from the Carnival of Screams from a few Scarefest back. I absolutely love the freak show though, it's good, isn't it?
Fantastic.
It's one of my favourite things at Scarefest, if not my favourite thing, yeah. Again, last year, I wasn't too keen at the start, but this year, I feel like it's expanded so much. As much as it's the same space, there's a lot more to look at in terms of theming all the way around there.
People seem more interested in it. I mean, I know it's only just open and it's kind of closed off this part of the pathway, but look how full it is. Like, it's like a nightclub.
It's brilliant, yeah. I love it like this. Yeah, really good. Like I said, we'll come back in the dark later on and I'll get some more shots. So interactive as well, and obviously with you being allowed to film in these, it's brilliant. Here we go then, it's time to get dark here in the park at Scarefest on the opening night 2017, just before it goes pitch black. Let's have a little look at what's happened over the past few days at the Secret Weapon 8 construction site. Obviously we've got some temporary lighting all down the side here. And what's quite interesting to see is that over at the main statue, all the scaffolding has now come down. You see that a little bit through there. All the scaffolding's come down, it's just covered up now by the sheets. Meaning, does this mean we're going to see a reveal soon? Who knows? Oh, the queue line's ready to come on there as well, look at that. Since I was last here, there you go. You want to be in the vlog? Yeah, theme bar worldwide. Happy Halloween.
I actually watch you.
Do you? Oh, I'm glad you like it. See you later.
Oh, I love that pen.
I love the queue line. I like how it's not just all sort of straight fencing. It's got a bit of texture to it.
It looks a bit muddy though, doesn't it?
It does look a bit muddy down there.
It's a bit muddy.
Luckily, we're not building it, so we don't have to go stand in the mud. Also on the screen, it's now playing this, like the flickering logo. I must say, I am loving all this branding so far.
Honestly, I'm such a fan of it.
I love everything.
I can't wait.
There's not one thing that I don't like about this so far. I think it's going to be a really solid coaster. I love just everything, yeah. I love everything. Are you excited for it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. One more review.
Yeah. Buzzing.
This is Beck, by the way. Not really introduced you, have you? Just been like, yeah, it's popping in, friend of ours. Yeah, very interesting there. You can see where it's going to pass through the structure actually over there. Can't see it that well with the rain, but obviously the station and pre-show building really coming on down the back. See if we can see anything else from the top. Minion Club! Happy Halloween! There's a little zoom in then of the structure from a bit further up the footpath. Look at that, you can see where the coaster is going to pass through there on one of 3 different occasions where it'll go through the structure. Look at that. The fact that all the scaffolding's come down makes me think we're not long away from seeing a reveal of that. I really don't hope they don't wait until the end of the season. Really want to see that. It's absolutely huge as well. Oh no!
Lost an eye.
You've lost an eye, the little cute pumpkin, the little perfect pumpkin.
No, I'm not perfect.
Because you haven't got an eye. Are you enjoying Scarefest so far, Charlotte?
Yeah, it's a bit soggy.
It is. It's a shame about the weather. I've not got quite as much footage as I would have liked to today. Oh, she's lost an eye. But I will be back and I'll do another vlog during Scarefest this year where hopefully the weather's a bit better. I say that, it has stopped raining now, and of course it's getting around some night rides, so we'll get round and get you some good shots of how the park looks in the dark this year. Plenty of rhymes in this vlog, isn't there, today? But look at this, obviously the queue line runs just the other side of this fence. And a little peekaboo in there. Here's all your queue line coming down. Oh, there's actually some lights on down in the station. Oh, look at that, let's have a zoom in for you.
Oh.
Station and maintenance area, there you go, lights are on.
Stop being a geek.
What was that, Lee?
Stop being a geek.
I think you're the biggest geek of them all. You're a coughing geek now at the moment, aren't you? Yeah. Poor Lee, I do actually feel sorry for you.
It's all these scare mazes. All the smoke.
Too many rides, he's getting old. He's getting old, he's getting old.
I just can't hack it anymore.
Oh, Lee's retiring.
I'm retiring.
You're doing a John Warner, then you'll come back again. Yeah.
On medical.
He's off, then when they build the new coaster he'll come back. Yeah.
I'll be back for this soon.
That's all for SW8 for now. Like I say, stay tuned for our regular updates here on the channel. This house. Welcome to Jewel.
Smells chocolate.
Jewel.
This is my rag. It's spooky.
Whose ghost train is it?
My ghost train.
Yeah, here we go. No VR needed on this one. Yeah. Not too busy in the Gloomy Wood tonight. Obviously, the Alton Ancestors that we showed you back at the start of the vlog can also be seen. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
He's chatting away over there. Yeah.
I've broken the knocker.
What?
Oh,
Hey, Spence, you and me lights. Yeah, the Alton Ancestors, like I showed you at the start, are also around Gloomy Wood in the afternoon, and I believe they do the show here as well, like the Flash Mob, so stay tuned for that one. As many green targets as possible. What are you doing? Happy Halloween! Oh my god. These guys have been very scary tonight. They may shoot back to Professor Jewel. Have a nice ride. Have a good time. You know it's Scarefest when the Runaway Mine Train extension queue gets opened. Mack Rides Power Coaster that opened here at Alton Towers in 1992. Really good family coaster, this one. We just had a ride on Jewel, and I must say, it's still looking at a bit of a state in there. Hopefully the rumours are true, and that Jewel might get a bit of work done to it for next year. I mean, looking at it in there, the trommel wasn't working. Yeah, it's just not in a good state at all, to be honest, Jewel. So hopefully that will get done for next year as part of the Towers Love and Care programme. What do you think to it, Chris? It's just a bit... Yeah, it's not good, is it?
At the moment, it'd be better having it shut and having subtitles.
Yeah. I'd ask Lee what he thought to it, but all we're going to get is that...
I'm still dying.
This is getting concerning now. Like, it really is.
I'm going to put an honest statement out here. In the current state that Jewel's in, you should have that shut and get Subterra open.
I think with Subterra though, the only issue is it takes more staff to run it. Whereas Jewel, you need what? An offload, unload, and an operator, don't you? But hopefully we'll see some work done in there for next year.
Yeah.
It really needs it.
And hopefully we'll get Subterra back at some point.
Hopefully. Well, who knows? Next year, fingers crossed, we might be able to go and see the eggs of the Nemesis creature.
Excuse me, how many in your party?
How many in my party? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir, did you say 46? Yes, we can take 46 on this train.
Oh, is these some facts, are they now?
11
Give me some more
carriages and
facts about... Here it is.
11
Hello.
carriages and 1 front carriage. There's 2 people per bay, with a maximum of 4 in each carriage.
Okay, track length.
I don't know.
Track height.
Very long.
Queue line length is 80 metres.
Is that true or
We
not?
have a short.
Is it actually?
We have a short.
Is that long racks? Is it?
Long racks.
What's short racks?
This is long racks.
Short.
That is short racks.
I don't know what short racks is called.
On that note, we're going on and we'll see you afterwards.
They are coaster tracks.
I like the view you get of the monorail from here as well. It's the classic sound of Scarefest and fireworks as well, of course, here at Alton Towers. The generator, look at that. Oh, what's this? Do not use. Oh, okay. Pull that back. The classic sound of Scarefest, that is. Good old generators. Whoa. Look at that, the diesel 6000E. Silence, doesn't sound like silence to me. You know it's Scarefest when you get those. One day, British steamboats will invest in permanent lighting. I know they don't really open late at night, but even when they're building new areas, why don't you think about lighting and making things look a bit more permanent? I know in Mutiny Bay they've got some like nice lighting and stuff around Battle Galleons, but they still have the generators down there as well because it's just not enough. I'd like to think that going forward, the UK parks in the future will think about permanent lighting and it in. But we did have a good ride just on the Runaway Mine Train. Choo choo. Choo choo, here we are. Choo choo from Mr. Lee Wood, everybody.
Damp train.
Oh, damp train. At least it's stopped raining now. That's a nice view, isn't it? Look at that.
Hello.
What have we got here?
His name is Steve, the chimp.
He's off Franklin.
What shot that?
Mars
Simba.
Nice,
Everything that I touch is your kingdom.
£25.
You might get me dressed up as Merlin Mouse, but you'll never take me for a
What a plastic drinks refillable mug.
for £6 today.
Or a lion for this 25.
Stop lying, Lee.
Stop lying. Back down in Forbidden Valley then now for a ride on the beast in the dark. Unfortunately, we haven't really got much in terms of thematic lighting around Nemesis this year for Scarefest. Go back a few years now, it was all red all the way round and it looked brilliant. I can see a few floodlights that have been filled with red, like the ones above us here, but it's not really having much of an effect because of these generators that are lighting up. That one looked quite good. Obviously you've got all these little lights down the queue line. There's the red filter up there. But you got a massive generator at the top, which is sort of ruining the effect. It's a shame, really. Still good to get on some of the best rides in the UK in the dark, though. Ready for a night ride on Nemi? Yeah. Nemi, yeah. And she's still the pumpkin, can't believe it. Been going all day. It's been a really good day, though. Coming up soon, we're going to be going inside the Welcoming, the brand new attraction for this year. And of course, I'll be sharing a full review of that brand new scare maze, which is all about the theme of Secret Weapon 8, the new ride here opening next year. So that looks quite good over there, lighting wise. And hopefully this winter we'll see phase 3 of the station take place as well, because as part of the Towers Loving Care programme, did some really good work to the station building over the past couple of seasons. Hopefully we'll see the roof and the back done this year. Let's go on, Nemi. In the dark. Just had a fantastic ride on Nemesis in the dark. Wow, that was really fantastic. Gotta be the best ride I've had on Nemesis all year. It always is though, isn't it, at Scarefest, when you can get on the rides in the dark. And that's definitely one of the big highlights of the event. It's not just the scare mazes and scare zones, it's the fact you can go on some of the best rides in the country in the dark. And yeah, it was fantastic, that was. Really, really enjoyed it. Just down here at Galactica, where we can have a look at the portal, which is lit up beautifully at night. Look at that. Obviously one of the reasons of having this as such a big feature in the dark is because even during the season when it's not Scarefest, this is lit up on an evening for guests coming into the roller coaster restaurant. So normally these gates open up just here, and then you got roller coaster restaurant just round there in what used to be Air's old shop. Looks like they've got some green lighting out there now. They've changed it from the blue that it normally is. And this looks great lit up at night. If any of the other coasters were lit up like this, in a way, like all this blue lighting here is not just for Scarefest, it's permanent. I'd love it if Nemesis had some permanent red lighting installed. And even for guests visiting Roller Coaster Restaurant, you'd still see it really nicely from here. Lovely. We go, first time seeing this beautiful wooden structure, currently known as Secret Weapon 8, in the dark. Look at that. We've not really heard Chris's thoughts that much, have we really, on SW8? What are you thinking?
I think it'll be the best ride in the park.
You reckon?
Yeah.
You excited for it then?
I'm really looking
at the park.
I'm going to put this out here now. Everyone says I hate Berlin. I don't. I just hate the cut-back experience that you get a lot of the time. I actually quite like...
This looks like it's going to be good,
looks like a proper... You only got to look through here.
We won't really see a lot now, but we did earlier on.
This looks like a fully...
Experience,
a good experience.
Hey, it's Jack.
Hey. I joined you a bit late.
Here he is, just rocked up. Welcome to Scarefest. Here we are.
I've been here for like most of the day.
Jack's coming, he's replaced Harry. Harry's gone and Jack's here, yeah.
Got taller and got less hair.
Harry's got other commitments today. It's one of his family members' birthdays.
Yeah, Sean, I've had a haircut.
Yeah. One very good impression, that was it. Yeah, first time seeing Swait in the dark, and next year we'll be walking down here and hopefully looking at some fire effects. Oh yeah, just about.
It looks like some kind of like, as a replacement to Harry, you're kind of like taller, you've got less hair, it's like your hair's on fire, like some kind of wicker statue, like running around. When you came up to me then, that was brilliant.
Anyway, we're making our way down into Mutiny Bay for the Welcoming, the new scare attraction for this year, which I can't wait to get back inside and see for our first time other than the previews.
Claustrophobic, those who have epilepsy, heart conditions, those of a nervous disposition, or anyone under the age of 15.
Here we go then, so we're just in the queue line now for the Welcoming. Not too big queue actually at the moment. Bear in mind you've got all of this railing here. And you've also got an extension queue over the back there as well, not in operation tonight. Now with this, we did do it like say on the preview, and we went through, we're in the first group, and we thought, you know what, the theming in here is brilliant, but we didn't really get any scares or understand the storyline. Obviously that was a preview. Since then, they've had the press night, they've had all of tonight since it opened. We're doing it quite later tonight, so hopefully now the actors in there are going to sort of know what they're doing in terms of the storyline, and it's going to be a really good experience. We know that it's a group of 20 that goes in at a time, and we also know there is fire effects in there, and then it lasts around 10 minutes. Other than that, like I say, we didn't really know what we were going in for the other night. However, in terms of a themed experience, we did enjoy it, so I look forward to getting in there now. Obviously, much like the other mazes here, other than the scare zones, I can't take you guys inside for this one, but we will see you afterwards where I'll show you an in-depth review with spoilers on the Welcoming. Now with this attraction, obviously we've got all this audio around here. Could this mean that with this music, we're going to maybe see this playing around the new ride next year? Does it mean it's going to have some sort of, this to me is like some sort of ritual taking place, you know, on a ride. And the fact that around the entrance here, I'll show you a shot in a second, but it's got like all buntings hanging up. It seems to me like we're going to be celebrating something, celebrating this festival or something like that. So very interesting music. Not too sure if this is I'm a Score or not, but it does sound very good.
It's not,
yeah, we'll find out from inside.
It's not Nick Hudson special, is it?
We know it's not Nick, so it could potentially be I'm a Score, but we've got no confirmation of that at the moment. But anyway, we'll get inside and I'll give you a review when we come outside. Reloop that was, wasn't it? Here we go. We found the reloop. I like this music though, it's atmospheric.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're going to come out of this and be really impressed tonight.
I'm hoping the audio, like the music, will be like this over at the area.
I reckon it might be.
Yeah.
Some sort of celebration, some sort of ritual taking place, dancing around the fire, all the buntings burning, and who knows, we might even get some fire effects on the ride. So there we go, we've just come out of the Welcoming. It was our second run through. We did the previews the other night, and that was technically our first proper official run since it's been officially open, if you like. And I must admit, after doing it that time, I thought, you know what, it's a really enjoyable experience. Did I find it scary one bit? No. Me personally, I didn't get any jump scares. I did, however, see some jump scares taking place around me. So there's a few scares what Charlotte got in front, a few scares what the other guys got. And yeah, overall, it was a very enjoyable attraction. It's quite long as well, one of the longer ones here. Definitely longer than Subspecies, I would say. And it's also longer than Skin Snatchers. Not quite the length of Terror Towers, however you call it Terror, God, what's happening? But overall, I think it's a solid attraction here at Scarefest. The future of it, I'm not too sure in terms of the location. Obviously, we know there's going to be a new restaurant there next year, but I'd like to think that they'll keep that and put it somewhere else here at the resort. And yeah, do something with it. Be chosen, the meaning behind that, all to do with Secret Weapon 8, of course, the brand new ride for next year. And throughout that, Alex and Jack both picked up on
there's little
hints
like,
towards it.
Little letters are themed around.
Hey, it's picked up little bits.
Yeah, they don't make sense. You just got to kind of keep working on it, keep looking through them, keep going through the maze, trying to work out what it means. There is a little message in there.
There is. It definitely says Wicker Man if you follow it all the way through, doesn't it?
Did you do Welcoming?
We did.
How did you find it?
It was a lot better tonight than the.
It is, isn't it? It's good.
Did you enjoy it?
It's good, mate.
Yeah, You had a good day, have you, mate?
Mate, brilliant.
You enjoyed it.
I chickened out subspecies, though.
Did you?
Yeah.
At least you went in there and saw the new one.
I was stood there, yeah. The door opened and someone got drag feels on that.
And you were out. You're not a big fan, are you?
First time, mate. I did well.
To be honest, mate, at least you've been in and done some. Fair play to be giving it a go. But
that is brilliant.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
it was brilliant.
Theming's top notch. If the ride theme's anything like that, then we're on to a winner, aren't we? Really, next year. We'll see what happens.
What Rob said was a good point. I don't know if it's because the soundtrack. I don't know if they're going to use that for the actual ride itself.
It's a good soundtrack there, isn't it?
You know what I mean? They're not going to create the soundtrack just for a scare maze. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, we'll soon find out.
Extended version, maybe.
I got a muddy arm.
You got muddy arm. What do you think today, Alex? Go on. See you in a bit, mate. Good to see you.
Muddying up my limbs. Who do they think they are? Oh my goodness. But no, yeah, better run that time. Darkness.
A lot better.
Do it in the dark, please. Do it in the dark. Excuse me. Family Channel.
Don't do it when it opens. Wait until it's black.
After 7, half 7. Get in there, give it a go.
So basically, in terms of the theming, it's Alton Village Harbour, and you're going around. It's mostly outdoors. However, you have got the bag on your head section. Today they were giving you the bag before you went in, and then told you when to put it on. Yeah, it's better with throughputs. Overall, like I said, there wasn't loads of massive scares, but there were some jump scares behind the curtains. A lot of like fear flaps hanging down where actors would jump out and things. But yeah, it was enjoyable. Like you say, you can work out if you follow it round. SW8's marked in there. Feed the flames. Is that going to be the slogan for the new ride? And you can make out Wicker Man throughout as well. So we sort of knew already it was going to be called Wicker Man, but does that officially confirm it? Who knows? But yeah, very, very good attraction. I did enjoy it. Is it my favourite scare maze I've ever done? No, it's not. But I do really enjoy the theming, the overall experience of the attraction. And I think it's one of those that Alton Towers, if they do bring it back next year, can work on it to enhance it even more. One of my favourite scenes in there, of course, is using the old pirate stage with the fire effects. You got a fire effect at the end as well. And it's like this ritual taking place, the dancing about, doing all these moves. You've also got a scene where you've got like a hog which is burning and turning round, which is really nice with the fire underneath. Along with that, you've got like a big scene where there's like a big sort of pile of dung, it seems, with like an actor pops out the top. That was really nice. But as I've mentioned, it's a good attraction. Is it anything to shout about? No, it's not. But it's definitely worth coming down here to Scarefest. And I'll get our thoughts in the wrap up where everybody else thought to it as well. Really good days here at Scarefest. I look forward to returning again during the event, and of course doing another vlog here on the channel where hopefully the weather's a bit better for me to get some night shots. Here we are then, back over at the Freak Show Scare Zone. See it in the dark. Still raining a little bit tonight here at Alton Towers. Here we are, back to the start. Yeah. Good timing. I like that reloop.
Can't take your eyes off me, can you?
I love you, that's why. I love you.
This has been going on for many years.
Oh, it has, many years indeed. Oh, yeah.
Go way back.
Yeah.
Way back.
Brilliant, isn't it? It really is.
The bearded lady.
Oh, he got me there, he got me. The lighting in here this year is brilliant, really enhanced. Kind of reminds me of the feel you get in the scare zones at Universal. I said it kind of reminds me of the scare zones in Universal.
I need to tell you something.
Okay.
You make me sick.
Oh, that's not very nice, is it? I like your beard though.
You need to grow one.
It's nice, that is. I need one, yeah.
What?
So good in here, brilliant.
Why wasn't you on?
I'd love to see more stuff like this going forward. Obviously in the past we've had Scary Tales Scare Zone, we had the Zombie Scare Zone, obviously Nox and Furnace, Dark Apocalypse. I'd love to see more of this style, because to be honest, this is not far off Universal standards now.
That's pretty much how to do it.
Hello, B-Bot Worldwide, you having a good time? Hey, loving the spook. Oh, bless him. So we've come to the end of our day here at Alton Towers Scarefest. You know what, it's been a really good event today. Am I leaving feeling the rush to come back like I normally am? No. But you know what, it's been a good day. You got 6 different attractions. One thing I've not spoken about is, of course, House of Monsters. We did do the House of Monsters, but on the preview night and not tonight. No massive changes in there, other than, in my opinion, the acting's improved, and also inside the, what is like a greenhouse, isn't it? And you've got like a plant in there now, which has replaced the shower. But other than that, not really any other changes from last year on House of Monsters. And I did enjoy it. Like I said, we did it on the previews. Just not got around to it today. We've done that much. It's been a good day, hasn't it, guys? What do you think to welcome in and get your thoughts, actually?
I thought it was a lot better.
Better tonight in the previews.
The only issue was the blindfold maze. It seemed to go on for like 2 years.
It was quite long, wasn't it? But the set pieces are gorgeous in there.
Very well themed.
Yeah, still got no massive scares, but I enjoyed it tonight.
It's probably, out of all of the 5, it's probably my favourite one.
Yeah, your favourite one? Maybe a bit something new as well, isn't it? And
yeah. I'm also very happy because...
Oh yeah, we've not actually shown these.
I also purchased some wood.
Let me just tilt that a little bit so you can see in the light. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
So come on, mate, 25 quid these are. There we go. Spotlights provided by the Milkman. Look at that. So you grab an 8 commemorative wood. A lot of people, been a bit controversial this as today on social media. I mean, 25 quid, yes, it's quite expensive, but it's a commemorative piece that you'll remember for forever and ever and ever and ever. There you go. Chris, how's welcoming?
It's improved. Still no massive scares, but there's some good actors in there.
Yeah.
And the set quality is fantastic.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, brilliant set quality.
Where do I place it in terms of everything at the moment? I'm still not sure, to be honest. But
yeah, I think we're all feeling quite neutral on things, aren't we? That it's not the best Scarefest Alton Towers have ever done by a long way.
I'm going to be really honest now. I said when we walked up here, it's a bit wrapped up to the year.
Yeah,
I usually come within. Yeah. I usually come back 2 weeks later and do it all again.
Yeah, it's been good fun, but I'm just not leaving wild this year. And we've had some good stuff over the years, but this year there's some nice things. And do recommend coming. Of course, come and check it out. But do I think that it's top of the years? No, in my opinion, this is my least favourite Scarefest in a good few years. But that doesn't mean it's bad. It's still a brilliant event, and definitely worth coming to see the welcoming. But yeah, hopefully next year we'll see a bit of a refresh, and maybe, who knows, Terror of the Towers might finally get some overhauls. But yeah, it's been a really good day. Really nice to see everyone as always at Scarefest. My highlight of the day is the run through on Oldville Mine Tours and turning around the first corner outside for the bit of actor briefing outside and thinking, oh my god, it's Stinky Pete from Toy Story. I can't believe it. He looks just like Stinky Pete, doesn't he? Like Alex was in hysterics.
The actor couldn't concentrate. He was laughing at me that much. But yeah.
So instead of doing highlights with everyone, let's do favourite maze.
Terror of the Towers.
Terror of the Towers. On the spot, we'll come back.
Yeah.
The welcoming.
Welcoming. We're back, that's it. Yeah, that's all you get.
I'm going to go Mine Tours only just.
Oh, well, man.
And considering, like I've said previously, considering subspecies was that much above, I bet that's not even on the camera, that much above everything else.
It's in now, there you go.
It was like,
yeah,
it's a shame, but it's nice in a way.
I don't know what that voice is.
I don't know.
Be chosen.
The chosen, the welcoming. The welcoming. I'd ask Krista, but she's only just rocked up. You didn't realise the park closed, don't you? Obviously, Harry's been. Shut up, you two. I'm trying to wrap the vlog up here. Leanies are doctors, that's what I've learned from today. I've learned Stinky Pete works Alton Towers and Leanies are doctors. Obviously, Harry's been here, we've had lots of other people with us as well. It's been great to see everyone. Thanks for watching. This won't be the only vlog from Scarefest, so we'll be back later in the event for more reviews and hopefully a little bit better weather. Thank you very much for watching, and that means it's time to spook those credits. See you later, guys. Scarefest. Shut the hell up, Lee.